Green. Ha. My buddy. Look at me ISOing in this bit with fucking Kawhi. Can I green it? Oh wait. Come on, man. Oh wait. Oh wait. Green! Haha, motherfucker. Come on now. Bow. How to use Bradley 70.
What is good, everybody? It's your boy Wiz, and as y'all see, we on the Nba2k21 and 2. But if you go to the offset one, it's 25-21. So you add 30 to the one that gets bigger, and you minus 1 from the one that gets smaller. So the offset ones are looking better than the split on some pie chart. I'm gonna do it again with the split yellow-green and then the yellow-green offset. Alright, this is the split one right here. You get 25-24 with a split. That's actually pretty crazy.
This meter is lit, to be honest, yo. It's just hard as fuck to turn. You gotta get on that little line. If you got bad eye quality, you can't do this shit, motherfucker. That's me, bro. Look at that tiny little line. What the fuck is this? Motherfucker, you best believe I'm turning my meter off. Pull up. Green. Oh, green. Green.
It's probably gonna take a month or two until people find the best build.
Green.
Pie chart, they're different. Pure pie charts are different. With the pure pie chart, like right here, like it doesn't like there's no like look how many points you save by 2. Like it's super different, and like this is a pure green pie chart. Last year, if you maxed out everything on defense on a pure green, you were able to get 11 defensive, but now you can only get 9. Same thing with playmaking, you used to be able to get like 15, now it's 13. They really nerfed like pure builds, I feel like. Another thing I noticed is the downsides for your arm length is way less than what it was last year. Like your defense goes up more, and like you only
Green. Bow.
Like you only drop
Green. Bow.
the 2 like on stuff. So
Green.
like,
Bow.
better defense, like +2s on defense, +2 on driving dunk. You know, you'll be able to get it with max wingspan. Another thing, if you notice right here in the physicals, if you move your weight up and down, your speed actually changes. It didn't last year; it was always locked. But this year, the speed does change with your weight. There are no new body types, but you know, built, burly, defined, solid, compact, and despite, of course, you can go up to 6'8" on a point guard. That's something new. You can go 6'8", but look, it's -15 pure ball handle on this. I just made a random build, but look, like it's crazy. Like you get like it just kills your build, bro, if you go 6'8". So I doubt 6'8" point guards will be the move. This right here is a pure lock shooting guard, and you can go to 6'9" on shooting guard now, but your speed drops tremendously. Let's say you made like a 6'6", you have 91 speed, but if you go 6'9", you have 79 speed. Big centers might be back because you can make a 6'9" shooting guard. On small forwards, you can go 6'10" now, so that's a W, man. You can go 6'10". For power forwards, I'm going the all red pie chart. last year as a power forward, the tallest you could be was 7 foot. So we're gonna see right here, it's still 7 foot, and for centers, it.
Yo, David, I mean fucking Daewoo. How the fuck do I play as Patrick Beverly in this bitch?
Wait, what'd you say?
How do I play as Patrick Beverly?
Huh? How do you play it?
As Patrick Beverly.
Hold up.
Cause it's making me play as
How do you play it?
Kawhi.
What's the name? What?
As Patrick Beverly, the guy that you were playing
I
in the
just dribble, bro. I didn't even know how to change my character, bro.
Did they just put you with that character?
I think so. I probably
Damn.
accidentally changed it. So.
Cause they got me with fucking Kawhi.
Yeah, they had me with Kawhi too. I switched something and then it made me go with Patrick Beverly.
Bro, this fucking this meter got me fucked up. You best believe I'm turning my meter off. This shit is so hard to fucking time, bro.
I use a joystick.
Yeah, bro, I'm shooting with the joystick right now, and I airballed a fucking close shot.
Yay, it's easy if you know how to like.
You gotta have like super good fucking eye vision to look at that little line. Green.
It's still 7'3". Honestly, there's nothing that big of a change for height on like centers and power forwards, but it's mostly point guards can be 6'8", shooting guards can be 6'9", small forwards can be 6'10". So that kind of removes like the 6'10" glass lock, you know, or the 6'10" paint beat. Still 7'3" on centers is max height. The max weight on centers is still 290. You can't go 340 like you could in like 17 and 18. Honestly, man, it's basically the same as last. Weight on centers is still 290. You can't go 340 like you could in like 17 and 18. Honestly.
I'm not playing right now.
What you doing then?
I'm playing a game on my PS4.
I know. Oh my god, you're addicted to that game.
It's fun.
Okay, I'll go then.
Hi, bye.
Bye.
And it's basically the same as last year, just a couple new differences, a couple new things. They give you more badges for split pies, and they have the new offset pies, man. I forgot to say this in the video, but you can make more than one build. As y'all see, I made a playmaking shot creator just messing around, but you can make more. I'm pretty sure I heard on Twitter that you can make...
What is it? I have... 69... Oh my freaking god. Holy shit. I'm gonna break this build down for you guys right now. Here we go. 84 close shot, 77 driving layup, 64 driving dunk. That's all you need in this game to be able to dunk at 64. You have a 95 mid-range, a 93 three-pointer, an 89 point.
Looks Nelson with the At Me Bro Show. Long time no see. Looks Nelson with the At Me Bro Show. Long time no see, but you guys are going to be seeing a lot more of me now that the new game is out. So the first question I wanted to get into is, will the dribbling be good in this game? That's the main thing. Will the dribbling be good? And so the number one tip I would say when you're playing the demo is, although in 2KU they give you the dribbling moves with Pat Beverly, I don't think Pat Beverly has, in fact I'm almost certain, he does not have an 86 ball control. I don't know why they gave him to you as the player to use, but he's a terrible character to try the dribbling on. So go into triple threat and use Kawhi, or go into passing, and you can use Kawhi and Paul George. Alright, so that's number one. So the first thing I would say is I feel like dribbling is actually probably going to be stronger than it was in 2K20. Now, that's an early judgment, so, you know, take it with a grain of salt. But there's a few things in here that really make me think that it can be a lot better than it was last year. It's still going to be similar. It's not like going to be a world apart, at least, you know, not from what I can tell. But there are a few things in here that give me a lot of hope for the dribbling right away. So, number one, momentum dribbling is still in the game. It feels a little bit faster, and the thing about the momentum dribbling is there's a few moves now that were completely useless before or borderline useless that now have a purpose. So go with the in and out dribble, right? So the in and out dribble, you can break out of the in and out dribble right away, right? So right there, I actually broke out of it immediately. I didn't even let the dribble play out. So there we go. We let it play out, and you can literally move right out of the in and out dribble. So this dribble is almost like the quick startup that was in the demo last year, where you would like explode last year. They actually took that out of the game. So the cool thing about the in and out is you can also momentum immediately out of it. At any point during any of these animation frames, can you momentum out of it? So this is going to add a little bit of a rhythm mix-up into the dribbles that you're doing, and based on what the defender's doing, you can go either way. So that's number one. Number two is a move you guys might have seen early on, which is this like, if I can do it right, this hop is like really clean now, right? And you can momentum out of that hop. So that's really good. And then you've got this little bunny hop that is really easy to do, the old kind of KD size up type deal. That's really easy. And again, you can momentum out of that immediately. So that right away, to me, looks like the dribbling is going to be a little more free, a little better than it was last year. And then keep in mind, this is another thing I'm seeing that's returned, is the kind of quick stop step back is back. So you combine those three things right away, the in and out, the quick stop step back, that hippity hop thing, is really four things. This rock the baby kind of size up dribble, you see the whoopties back. There's a lot of tools here. Now, I've only been working with this for like maybe an hour, maybe less probably, about 40 minutes. I was eating breakfast while I was doing this, and I found a bunch of stuff. Now, if you guys were trying this out with Patrick Beverly, I'm sure, you know, you were like, oh my God, this feels terrible. But it's Pat Beverly. He's not a good dribbler in real life. He's not a good dribbler in the game, unless you're talking about like a My Team card or something where they juice his dribbles. But for a good player like Kawhi, and Kawhi's obviously not even the best ball handler in the game. To do this isn't a full dribble tutorial or anything like that. This kind of a lot more rhythms and ways to move and hippity hop and back and forth and up and down. You can definitely. It's not nearly as glitchy as like 2K16 and stuff like that, but I would definitely say that it looks like it's going to be pretty good. Now, I say this is an early review or early kind of impressions because I got to see how the defense interacts with it and all that other kind of stuff. Like, so, you know, if people can just mash square and stop all of this, then obviously it won't be good. But my indication is the characters are creating so much space with this dribbling that if you get really good on the sticks, and really if you can read your opponent, because the thing I like about a lot of these dribble moves I'm seeing is they cause your opponent to have to make a read. You know, like you're moving your character around and you're creating space, and these kind of things, you know, with the and when you can get a read on an opponent like that, that's when it can be really good. You see that kind of back and forth. The old misdirection is back. The momentum works well with the moving dribble as like a full-on tutorial or anything like that. But as you can see from me just kind of moving around, there's definitely some tools to work with. And yeah, you know, I would say at dribbling, you know, it's brand new and there's a lot to keep track of. So I have to, you know, see how it all comes together. But all that having been said, yeah, I like the way it feels. I like the changes. There's a few things that definitely feel a little awkward, but I don't know. I mean, I think the early signs for the dribbling is really good. The hop steps are still in there. Again, so let's see how the defense interacts. I don't know if they'll still be super OP or anything like that. But this rock the baby type deal, this new in and out that you can actually combo out of, this hop step back that's in the game, the misdirection step back that's still in the game. Keep in mind, Kawhi doesn't have perfect SIGs, right? You know, we have to kind of make do with the SIGs that are in the game. So that's another thing I'm thinking about. I'm like, okay, so if Kawhi already feels good as a dribbler, then if you have perfect SIGs and you have all of the, you know, animations that you really want, yeah, you could probably put together an amazing dribble package if you're talking about my career. For my team, they're definitely going to be. I mean, I would say Kawhi's going to be a good my team card again this year, which is to be expected because he basically is good at everything. As a dribbler, he probably feels a little better than he did last year, to be honest with you. Just by having this kind of rock the baby stuff and this misdirection step and hop and everything I've already showed you guys. Yeah, he will probably be better than he was last year, especially once you start getting into Pink Diamond Kawhis. But for Park and my career players, yeah, you're definitely going to be able to put together some sigs to do some stuff. I was terrified when I was dribbling with Pat Bev. I was like, what is this foolishness? I don't understand what's happening. This guy can't move. But it's Patrick Beverley. And in the back of my head, I'm like, all right, maybe Pat Beverly's bad. Maybe somewhere in this demo, I'll be able to find somebody else to dribble with. And luckily for both the passing, I'll show you guys the passing tutorial real quick so we can look at Paul George's sigs. If you go into triple threat, you play with Kawhi, and if you go into passing, you get Kawhi and Paul George and Marcus Morris, but who's dribbling with Marcus Morris, right? So okay, and so I'll show you, and you get rid of the demo screen by. In fact, let me get Marcus Morris out of here. Let me get Kawhi out of here. And we'll get Paul George. There we go. So you get rid of it by pressing I don't know what it is on Xbox, guys. I'm sorry. But on PlayStation, you press the PlayStation black bar to pull the tutorial down. Okay, so Paul George, you can see he has a faster momentum dribble package, right? Like you see his momentum dribble moves him a little more to the side. And again, the rock the baby aspects are still there. So and the step back aspects are still there. So all of that stuff is working together. So there's two things working against me here. Number one, I obviously have muscle memory from everything's different. Like literally all of the dribbles are inputted differently. But the other thing is I'm also playing with control freak on because I want to give this shot stick thing a chance. But the range of motion is so tiny that I think 2K21 might be a lot better if you play with control freaks on and raise your controller. And if you guys aren't familiar with control freaks, it's basically making your sticks higher.
Hey Siri.
And making your stick higher gives you more range